Hey friends, welcome back to Small Business Q&A. I'm Tim Knox, your host. This is the video podcast where you ask the small business questions and I do my best to give you the answers that'll help you the most. The way this works is you submit questions via email. You can send them to tim@timknox.com, timknox.com, or you can submit them through Facebook, through Twitter, however you want to get them to me, feel free to do so. And if I use your question on the podcast, you get a free copy of my best-selling book, Everything I Know About Business I Learned from My Mama, a down-home approach to business and personal success. It's kind of a funny business book, but it's been very helpful to a lot of people. You can either get the hardback or you can get the Kindle version, whichever you prefer. So just shoot me an email again, tim@timknox.com, with your small business questions. Please keep it to the point and short. I get some emails that just seem to go on forever, and my attention span just ain't that long. So I want to get to this week's question. This one is from Jack. Jack is in Birmingham, Alabama, just south of where I am. Jack says, I'm thinking about starting a business, little confused, which business should I choose? In other words, what would be the best business for Jack to go into? A lot of factors there, Jack. A lot of it depends on your background, depends on your experience, your skill set, also how much money you've got to start that business. So let's just kind of go down the list here. First of all, what's your experience? What have you done for the past 10, 15, 20 years, however long? What do you do for a living? The experience that you gain through working for others can be your best asset when it comes to actually start your own business. So what have you been doing? Have you been working as a graphic artist? That's how I got my start in business. I worked as a graphic artist, started my own graphic arts company, and just built it from there. So look at what your experience is. What do you know well that you can make money at? Another thing is, what's your passion? We talked about this in the last video. Remember, starting a business is really tough. It's not like quitting a job and just going on vacation. Starting a business is tough, and it is a job, and it's something that you're probably going to do every day for the next 20 or 30 years. You have to be passionate about that business idea. So what are you passionate about? Are you passionate about sports? Are you passionate about computers, or about animals, or about kids? Whatever you're passionate about, that's a good thing to look at when it comes to starting a business. Another thing is, what are your hobbies? This is a great way to start a business. If you have hobbies that you can convert to a business, it's a good way to start. Perhaps you like to do model trains. I have one of my coaching clients who started a business actually selling the plans for model trains that he would build out of wood. So look at your hobbies and then think about converting those hobbies over to a business where you can make money. Another thing is, what are your special talents or skills? For example, I was artistic. I had the ability to draw, so it was just kind of a gimme that I would go into the graphic arts business. But perhaps you're good at woodworking. Perhaps you are good at working on cars. I know nothing about cars. I would love to be able to work on my own car, just not going to happen. So look within. What are the special skills that you have that you could monetize? Perhaps you like to work outside. That would be a great idea if you're thinking about starting a lawn care business or a landscaping business. So look at those special skills that you already have that could be converted over to a business. Above all, Jack, and this is what I tell everyone who writes into me, do your homework. The more you know about yourself and the industry that you're thinking about starting a business in, the easier it will be for you to succeed, the better your chances of success. So do your homework. Once you decide on a business that appeals to you and it matches your skill set, your talents, and above all your pocketbook, remember, you may think that you can make a lot of money in a business. Well, that's all well and good, but what if you don't have those startup costs? And we'll talk about how to raise money in another video. But make sure once you've made that decision that you do your homework. Make sure there's a market for what it is you want to do. Make sure there are customers out there willing to write you a check. And remember, no business is successful unless someone is willing to give you money for your product or service. So Jack out of Birmingham, I hope that was helpful. We've got a book coming to you. I think you wanted the Kindle version. Remember, if you would like a free book, Everything I Know About Business I Learned from My Mama, just shoot me a question, and if we use it here on the podcast, you can get the hardcover or the Kindle edition. Do that by email, tim@timknox.com, or you can go to my website, timknox.com, or find me on Facebook, Twitter. I'm everywhere. So Jack, I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to helping you in the future. This is Tim Knox, Small Business Q&A. Now get out there and do some business.